Hi, I'm T.C. Ellison. Welcome to my channel. I just want to talk about Brandon Sanderson as an author. I think he's fantastic. He helps authors. He cares about his fans. He wants to produce new writers. That is really cool to me. I've seen a lot of authors. I've gone to a lot of book signings. Brandon Sanderson will spend time to talk to his fans. He will take the time to talk about his books, talk about your books. He'll answer any question that you have. I've gone to seminars with Brandon where he talked to me for about 20 minutes about writing, about his agents, about anything I wanted to ask him. And he signed so many books for me, and he doesn't have limits. There's a lot of authors who have limits. You know, you can only bring them 3 books, and one of them has to be the new book. He doesn't care. Like, he'll sign anything. So everything I own for Brandon Sanderson has been signed, and I have some obscure things that I've bought for him to sign. And it got to the point where I started printing things out from the internet for him to sign, and he'll sign them. Right? I have book covers that I just printed off from online, and he signed them. He does. He doesn't care. He cares about his fans. That's what he cares. In fact, let's talk about the Kickstarter for a second. So the Kickstarter, which is now at $31 million. $31 million. That's a lot of money. But he's not going to keep the money. Brandon Sanderson is pumping a lot of that revenue into the books. Like, he's making these not quite leather-bound books, but really close. It's going to have all kinds of awesome artwork on it and inside it. And everybody is getting something. Not just the people who bought, like, the Year of Sanderson and all the boxes with all the good goodies and t-shirts and all that kind of stuff in it. Everybody's getting something special. Even the people who just bought the ebook are getting, like, desktop backgrounds, like 10 different desktop backgrounds, and all these, like, things that you could order and all this, right? And then everyone else is getting, like, epic bookmarks and all these things. So you don't have to be special and spend all this money for Brandon to care about you and give it back to you. He's giving it back to his fans. He says he has enough money, which is amazing to me for an author, man, because that just shows that he cares so much about the people who support him and read his books. Like he said, he will always go to the University Bookstore in Seattle, Washington. Why? Because that was one of the first bookstores that just let him come and sign books when he was first starting out. They always said yes. Always let him come. So he's loyal to them, and he shows up there. But that says something about the quality of the man. And his books show the quality. Way of Kings from my archive, my favorite book of all time. Fantastic. And his writing, like, I have an array of books here. They're all amazing, from his epic fantasy to his junior grade books. They're great. And how he can switch gears and pump out multiple books a year. It's fantastic. Yeah. Will you stop? Kaladin. Sorry. Kaladin, my bearded dragon, is apparently climbing the walls. Of course, I've got a bearded dragon in Kaladin, and the background of the cage is the cover to Way of Kings. But, yeah, a little bit of Brandon Sanderson fan. So I think his world building is, of course, top notch. His magic systems are fantastic, but that's not the best thing about the books. It's the character development. Character development in his books are perfect. Now, they're not full of, like, romance and stuff. They do have romance, but it's not a sappy romance book. You get to fall in love with these characters. Like Dalinar, one of the best developed character ever. I think he's fantastic, man. Kaladin, I love him. Every book in the store market is great. Even Skyward series. I love Skyward series. It's fantastic, man. He produces authors. When he lectures are fantastic. He is spawning the new generation of authors, and he wants to do that. He wants to push more authors to get published because that puts more books out into the world. And I'm a reader. I want fantasy books. I want great fantasy books. I love fantasy books. I don't only want to read Brandon Sanderson. I want to read people that have been inspired by Brandon Sanderson. So if you haven't read Brandon Sanderson before, I beg you, go read Brandon Sanderson. I'm not saying start with Way of Kings. It's a big book. Mistborn or Warbreaker. Start with that. Fantastic. You will love Brandon Sanderson.